What's good, grind schoolers? It's your boy Rob, and we back in the shop today. So today I'm in much better spirits. You know what I'm saying? Since we had the whole debacle with the Impala, you know what I'm saying? It does suck, but thankfully I do have something else, plan B. And granted, my Elko is the primary for everything. You know what I'm saying? I absolutely, I rock with my Elko. My Elko is the best car, you know what I'm saying? Like, the best car in my garage. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? Even with the way the Monte Carlo is doing or whatever, or the way we're building it and everything like that, and it's going to look super fly, and we've broken it all down or whatever, and it is theoretically going to be better than the Elko as far as what we've done to it. But at the end of the day, the Elko is my favorite. The Elko would be the last one to go. Excuse me, if I had to get rid of everything. Matter of fact, the Elko would never go. And yeah, so anyways, we are going to rock with the Elko. I'm going to get the things together that I need to get together in order to get it to the car show. I was trying to take the Impala because the Impala has never seen a car show, even though this is not like really my car show car. I was going to take both of them, throw them on a trailer and take my truck at the same time, but it just seems like it's going to be too difficult for me to do that. All my homies, they're bringing all their toys and their cars and stuff like that. So I don't really have anybody to really drive everything. And so the only person that could drive my truck or whatever would be my wife. But she wouldn't be comfortable, for one, driving a trailer. And she wouldn't, and she said she just wanted to cruise. So we're only taking one toy, and it is what it is. So anyways, man, we are going to get some things done on the Elko to get it to the show and have some fun. So anyways, man, before we get into the video, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, let's get to it. All right, y'all. So first things first is, we've gotten a little bit, we've done a little bit thus far, I should say. So I took the speakers from behind the, I took the speakers out to see what was going on and what was happening, because the speakers, they've been cutting out, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's the settings are too high on the amplifiers. I got to adjust them, and it's trying to, just do too much. But I did notice that one of my speakers down here, when I took the door panel off, you can see the door panel is not on there. I took the door panel off, and the little connector wasn't connected. It was connected inside the speaker, and that could have been what was happening. This speaker was shorting out, so this one wasn't working. I got to take that door panel off and see. Everything back here looks copacetic, looks good. So I'm not going to really mess with anything back here. Like I said, I might mess with the settings on the amplifiers just to see what's actually going on, make sure everything is connected correctly, and make sure that everything is good to go. Other than that, we took the dashboard out real quick so that we could adjust what we needed to adjust. And I put the trim pieces on. They need to be repainted and everything because they got scratched up just sitting in the back of the car. I got to attach that one. And then I could put this up and tuck that in. We also pulled the little adjustment knob for the dashboard out of there. It was going through the back, and that wasn't really working how I needed it to work. So it goes through the front, or we put it through the front, and then there's a cover piece that goes over that I got to put there, so you won't see that like that. And so we were able to bolt down, and the dashboard's not all the way bolted down yet, but it's no longer hanging off, and it won't be falling into our laps anymore. So that's a good thing. I also I'm gonna tuck the wires up. I'm going to get this firewall sound deadener and stuff like that. I'm gonna tuck that up, get that out the way so it's not in the way of the gas pedal. And then the door sill plates, I'm gonna put those on. And then I'm going to, you guys will see this video a little bit later down the road. I started to fiberglass the speakers for these door panels, and I'm not done, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the new speakers in the door panels. I'm gonna put the door panels in the car. And it's actually a good thing that I'm doing it now so that I could test fit them and make sure that everything is good to go. We're gonna put those in the car so that we have some good quality speakers. Everything will be knocking, rumbling, sounding amazing. And that's all I have to do. And then I'll vacuum the car out, I'll clean it, I'll wash it, get all the stuff off of the floor over there. Make sure everything is out the way. We got to take this fender out and all these parts for the Monte Carlo because we're gonna load it up with lawn chairs, tents, coolers, everything, because it'll probably be a long day. We're just gonna go out there, have fun, and enjoy. And then there's some things I got to do under the hood. I have to tighten up the alternator belt, and then I also am going to put gasket tape on the bolts for the transmission pan bolts. And yeah, after that, the car should be ready to go. It still has obviously that rear end issue, but you know what I'm saying, we're not gonna worry about that. So anyways, my plan is to get the door panels in, get all that stuff done. We'll test the speakers, see how they do, see how much, you know, see how everything goes. And then after that, we're gonna go ahead and what am I trying to say? After that, we're gonna go ahead and probably pull the car out, wash it up real quick, clean it, you know what I'm saying, and have it ready to go. I don't wanna be doing nothing the day of. I wanna be able to get in the car and just go. The last show that I went to, which was Lincoln Tech, last year, was it last year? I think it was last year. I was scrambling, trying to get everything. No, it was the year before that. Dang, time is flying. But anyways, I was scrambling, trying to get the car done and ready to go. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So other than that, man, we're going to do what we can, get everything singed down, tightened up, and get the Elko ready for the show. I'm excited. Like I said, I was trying to take everything because I know so many people are bringing fleets of cars, and I was trying to contribute to a fleet, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen. I'm debating whether the truck is going to go, but like I said, if the wife wants to ride with me, then, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna kill the whole truck situation. The homie, I might be able to have him do it, but you know what I'm saying, we'll just see. So anyways, let me go ahead and keep working, you know what I'm saying. And I'm gonna next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to get the door panel. Well, no, I have to trim up the fiberglass a little bit so that I can set the speakers in there, drill a hole for where the wires will come in through, and I'll go ahead and set these door panels in the car, and we'll hook them up and we'll test the sound in the car. And then after that, once I'm sure that it's gonna be good and it doesn't cut out while we're driving, then we'll move on to other things. But there's not that many things that need to be done to the Elko. I just want to give everything a once over and make sure that we're good to go so that we have no issues. I don't want to have no issues, no problems, nothing. I just want to have fun, man. I'm kind of a little frustrated with this, or with the Impala, but it is what it is. So let me go ahead and trim that up, get those in. We'll pull the car out because the car has to be on. Well, it doesn't have to be on, but you know, it's better when it's on so it's not draining the battery, because this stuff drains the battery pretty good. And with everything else, with the digital dash and all that, it drains the battery pretty good when the car is not on. So other than that, man, let me go ahead and keep pushing and forging ahead. Also, one thing that I did as well, I don't know if you guys could tell, but my headlight switch is down there. We still got to do some adjusting and some figuring out what needs to happen, but I also hooked that up. That hasn't been hooked up in so long. So and that was one thing that has stopped me from driving this thing at nighttime, is the headlight switch. So now that that's together, we'll go ahead and test that out. Also, I have a tail light out as well, so I'll have to see what's going on there. But other than that, man, we're working, we're getting everything together, and we should be ready for the show, man. I'm excited. This has been, you know, a lot of work in the making. And yeah, so anyways, man, let me go ahead and keep working, forging ahead and getting the Elko ready. Like I said, I wasted a lot of time working on the Impala. and I wasn't gonna take the Elko, and I was just gonna leave the Elko whatever, but I just decided to get out here and just start grinding on the Elko, and so now we're getting there. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, y'all, so quick update where I'm at. I got the transmission bolts. It looks like it's a bolt issue. So the transmission fluid is dripping past the bolts on the front of the transmission pan and not the gasket itself. So I think we're good there. I put some RTV gasket maker on there. It's still dripping a little bit, so hopefully it doesn't keep dripping and it stops, but we'll see once the RTV dries up. It's been some hours. I did it about 6 o'clock this morning. I'm gonna take the car out. I'm gonna pour the coolant back into the radiator because it's kind of full. I'm gonna pour it back in there so we don't have no cooling issues. I'm gonna spray it off in here. Probably ain't gonna be perfect or nothing like that. But where I'm at is I got this metal piece. I have to basically plastic weld it to the door panel so that it holds the top of the door panel in. And that was my dilemma with the old ones. They didn't come with that metal piece, and I couldn't figure out how to get it all attached and everything. So I got it in there, and you can see my speakers down there. It's not done, obviously, but I want to ride with my speakers, and I want everything to be, you know what I'm saying, copacetic. I want everything to be knocking and stuff like that in here. So I got to get the other door panel in. I already extended the wires. I'll probably have to rewire it eventually. And then after that, I'm gonna clean up all these nuts and bolts, get all that stuff. I gotta find this piece here to cover up that green part there. And then down here by my gas pedal, I gotta figure all that stuff out, get the wires pushed out the way, get the sound deadening pushed back up and out the way as well. And then I gotta finish bolting down the dashboard and the bottom bolts, and then I can wipe everything down, and then we can wash the car and get all that done. And then I'm gonna hand wash the wheels, get everything nice and cleaned up, and we should be ready to rock, man. Check the oil, make sure everything is good, everything is copacetic. Check the transmission fluid levels. I got it on the trickle charger right now because I went to go start it yesterday and it didn't start. That's probably because I was just listening to the music, draining the batteries and stuff. But should be good to go. And yeah, there's not that much that I have to do left in order to get this thing on the road. So I got to take this fender out of there and then clean all this up, and then we're good to go. And then we're just gonna rock it as is, man. The Elko got plenty of work that needs to be done, but not all the work is gonna get done, you know what I'm saying, before this show. So it is what it is. I kind of started working on the car late because I wasn't even gonna take it in the first place. So this is where we're at. I got the panels in there. So all the trim pieces are pretty much in there except the ones that go under the dashboard. So I have to redo those. But other than that, I think we're pretty much almost ready to rock, man. Yeah, so I'm going to keep chugging along here. I'm gonna pull the car out in a minute. You can see the Impala's gone. I'm gonna pull the car out in a minute, get it washed, and then I'm gonna pull the Impala in here, and then we'll be good. So I'm gonna keep chugging along. I gotta go get this tent. So I'm gonna start plastic welding this together. So I might just tape it or something. Try to figure this out because I need this to hold. Initially, I glued it. You guys can see I glued it to that other one, and this thing that really actually did really well. It held pretty well, but I'm gonna plastic weld it this time so that it's nice and centered the way it needs to be centered. And I'm not gonna do all of them. I'll just do like this one and some in the middle, and then so on and so forth, just to hold it for now, and then we'll figure out the rest later. Like I said, I'm not trying to do too much. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, just get the car done. So let me go ahead and start plastic welding that so I can get this door panel on, get the speakers on, test the speakers, and make sure that everything's sounding clear and everything is good, and then, you know, we'll go from there. All right, y'all, so we got the piece plastic welded on. It feels pretty rigid, so You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have any issues. Yeah, so shouldn't have any issues. So I'm gonna throw the door panel back on. I got the other speaker out already. I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, get that other door panel on, and then tomorrow morning I'll go ahead and vacuum everything out, and then I think I'll do the dashboard stuff tomorrow. I also got the coolant. I got the reservoir filled back up. I poured all the rest of the coolant in there. It's super topped off, so we shouldn't hopefully have no cooling issues. And then we're gonna go ahead and wash it up real quick, get everything nice and clean and sparkly, and then I'll just pull it right back into the garage, and she'll be ready to go. And then I'll go get the tent. I'll load it up with the chairs, the cooler, everything that we need. And then, yeah, so let me go ahead and put this door panel on, hook up the speaker, listen to the speaker, see what it sounds like. And then, you know, I might actually wait to wash the car. I might do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow morning. It's gonna be a lot because I'm gonna have to wash the Elko and the truck is a lot to wash. But if I get up early enough, about, 7 o'clock, 6, 7 in the morning, I should be good to go. Because I'm not gonna do any work except wash the car. So I'm gonna just focus on going to get everything prepared, loaded up, and then that'll be something different. We'll start tomorrow off, but I wanna get everything situated. I wanna focus on everything situated for this thing to actually drive. I also tightened up the alternator belt, so that's nice and tight. I'm gonna start the car up. I'm gonna listen to it. I might take it around a block, and then that will conclude what we're doing today. And then I'll wash it in the morning, because it doesn't take long to wash this thing. Just a quick rinse, wash, clean the wheels up real good, and then we'll focus on washing up the truck, because I'm running out of time very quickly. So let me focus on getting this door panel in, and I'll hook up the speaker, and then I'll do all the rest. I'll clean this out, I'll vacuum it out, clean all that stuff out. I'll wash everything in the morning, and then, just be sitting here waiting for the homies to pull up so we could go ahead and ride out. So let me go ahead and put the radiator cap on, unplug this, listen to it, and then, yeah, just focus on the rest tomorrow. Yes, sir. Sounds good, man. I'm not gonna drive her because I think we need some transmission fluid. I tried to put her in gear and she just rolled a little bit, but she sounds good, man. She sounds real good. So also, we're gonna have to make some modifications and push these speakers up because they're contacting the bottom there. That's why I feared. I tried to point them, angle them upwards, but they're contacting the bottom. That one's okay, but this one is not. So I'm gonna have to make some modifications and figure this whole thing out, so I can listen to my music, man. Gotta have my music. All right, y'all, that's gonna be it for this video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. The Elko is as ready as it's gonna be. Like I said, tomorrow we will go ahead and do the rest of everything, wash the car, and then it's the show. I also might take it to the show in my neighborhood, because it's Cars and Coffee in my neighborhood. So I might do that. But other than that, man, I think we're good to go. I got some final adjustments to do, but I'll do it in the morning, and then after that, we're good to go. So anyways, man, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and always remember, work hard so you live free.